Hi, I'm Seán Finnan from the Limerick Post. Here are the top stories from the week. This week saw the opening of a new Irish university, the Technological University of Shannon, which incorporates two Limerick campuses, the old LIT campus and the Limerick School of Art and Design campus, in order to bring 14,000 students to the Technological University of Shannon, with 2,000 in Limerick and others spread across Athlone, Clonmel, Ennis and Thurles. The aim of which is not only to provide more research and development from the Midwest, which also brings new skills, but also provide more education to those that can benefit from it. At the launch of the university opening was Limerick TD Niall Collins, as well as the former LIT president and current first president of TUS, Dr. Vincent Kinane, who spoke of the long road of opening the new technological university and spoke of how it's one of the many line of technological universities to be opened in Ireland, which is a key focus of the Department of Higher Further Education, which seeks to bring more access to education to more places in Ireland, not just in the big cities, but also to people who aren't considered conventional students. The new university is also the new sponsor of the Limerick Stadium Gaelic Grounds, which is also to stage the first graduation ceremony in person since the aftermath of the COVID pandemic, with graduates receiving their honours in person from the 9th to 10th of November. In other news, after years of political change and ministerial reshuffle, legislation surrounding safe access zones has finally been submitted to a private members' bill to Shannon from the Together for Yes campaign, with safe access zones being a protection measure outside abortion clinics in order to make sure that any verbal harm isn't done by any protesters to women trying to access those services. The bill seeks to introduce a 100-metre perimeter around any building that offers such services, and they say the bill already has cross-party support from all opposition. Greens, Labour, Sinn Féin and Social Democrats, and say that part of the bill is also about working with protesters who feel their rights may be invoked, and they say that it is working with and communicating with those protesters to come to an agreement about this bill. This week saw the launch of the National Development Plan from 2021 to 2030. It saw the shelving of the Limerick to Cork motorway, Foynes Port get upgrades not only in its travel infrastructure, but also Limerick rail development in the city and beyond. Green Party leader Brian Ledden noted it was a game changer, as these rail developments it is the backbone which the city's future building plans will wrap around. The plans include 5 new rail lines coming out of Colbert Station, as well as new stops in Duradoyle, Castleconnell, Patrickswell, Moyross, Corbally and Shannon Airport. Some of these stops are expected to be delivered quicker than others, as lines to Corbally and Moyross already exist, just putting down new stops. The former head of the Land Development Agency and current chairman of Livable Limerick, John Moran, said the rail developments were utmost important to Limerick, as rail lines are the skeleton in which a city builds itself on. And lastly, as winter is rolling in, winter flu vaccination booking is now being set up and down the country to protect people from the next flu season, with pharmacies providing the service free to over 65s and to at-risk groups. In addition to that, a new survey surrounding the hesitancy of the flu shot noted that 60 to 67% people involved in the survey said that they were more likely to get the flu shot because of concerns around the COVID pandemic. And even though if those numbers were true and vaccination numbers of the flu shot were 60 to 67%, it would be a minimum increase of 10% of people getting the flu shot compared to those before COVID. The chief pharmacist involved in the survey, Quia McCauley, noted how the flu shot is the best protection from people from the flu season, as well as haunts other people from getting infected, and recommended annual vaccinations from people for the flu season, as mutations in the virus obviously occur with so many little people getting the vaccine. I've been Seán Finnan from the Limerick Post. Those have been the top stories from the week. Have a good afternoon, evening or night.